guys, welcome back to our channel. It's time for No Filter Thursday. और आज का टॉपिक था how to network, networking के आपके कोई questions थे. We took those questions and we will do all the answers today. So let's get started. I want to start this with a small story कि how I changed, and how I realized कि networking should not be that difficult. आई एम एन इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सन. तो जब हम लोग राइस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हांगकांग में अपना स्टार्टअप प्रेजेंट कर रहे थे, वी हैड आवर बूथ, द बोथ ऑफ अस इंट्रोवर्ट पीपल, वी वर नॉट टॉकिंग टू एनीवन. बाय गोइंग देयर, जो लोग हमारे बूथ पे आया था वो लोग हमसे बात कर रहे थे. एंड आई थॉट देयर वाज अ थर्ड पर्सन विद अस. He actually stood in the middle of that row and just randomly was talking to everyone and anyone. And that just gave me the confidence, यार अगर वो बात कर सकता तो मैं क्यों नहीं बात कर सकता.
And बहुत सारे टाइम ऐसे होता था, फिर he started doing it, then we started doing it, and बहुत टाइम ऐसे होता था कि लोग इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होते थे देखने के लिए. And that is okay, because हमें ये रियलाइज हुआ कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यही हो रहा है ना कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वो रिजेक्ट कर रहे हैं हमें, या ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा they are not coming and politely declining कि नहीं अभी टाइम नहीं है, जो भी है. So we just realized that ये वाली जो नेटवर्किंग होती है ना, one to one with strangers या फिर one to many with strangers, इसके अंदर the worst that would happen is that they will reject you or not want to talk to you, and that's okay. कौन सा थप्पड़ मार रहा कोई, right? So like they're not going to beat you up, right? So that's the max that can happen, and networking is unlimited, right? तो एक बंदा नहीं कर रहा, दूसरा बंदा, तीसरा बंदा, चौथा बंदा. जैसे जॉब्स के बारे में अगर बोलो तो जॉब्स के लिए जॉब्स आर लिमिटेड, राइट? एक जॉब के लिए 10 लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, 15 लोग, 20 लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. बट एक जब नेटवर्किंग कर रहे हो तो वो तो अनलिमिटेड है ना. आप सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर हो, कितने सारे सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर हैं. अगर 10 ने नहीं रिस्पॉन्ड करो तो 20 और हैं जो करेंगे, 20 ने नहीं करा तो 100 और हैं जो करेंगे, राइट? सो दैट्स वेयर abundance comes into play when it comes to networking, and make sure that that actually helped us get past our...
And I always start with the question, how are you doing today? So that other person also raises on and tells me about how their day is going. So that's a good tip. So we'll start with the questions now. First question is, are we able to do networking on LinkedIn? There are so many fake people on LinkedIn.
Fake people? Wow, okay. Look, so LinkedIn पे एक चीज ना, कोई भी LinkedIn पे ना आपके लिए नहीं है, वो अपने लिए है, right? If I'm on LinkedIn, मैं अपने फायदा देख रहा हूँ. अगर सिमरन LinkedIn पे वो अपना फायदा देख रही है. तो अगर आप कुछ मांगोगे किसी से, especially a stranger, that I need a job in this, can you please help me? आप उनका क्या फायदा कर रहे हो?
उससे मेरा क्या फायदा हुआ, मुझे क्या मिला, बताओ. उससे मेरा क्या फायदा, मुझे क्या मिल रहा है.
So just make sure that you are like telling something or praising them, or writing a message that is in benefit of for them and not just for you, or just write a more neutral message without asking for anything in the first message. So I think it's not about fake, it's about everyone being there for their interest, and you just need to make sure that you are messaging them correctly, so that they just feel that they need to connect, and there could be something in it for them as well.
Next question. How can networking help in side hustle when you are an IT person?
In fact, all hustles, right? IT person, not IT person, real estate agent, mortgage agent, कोई भी अगर कोई hustle कर रहे हो, तो उसके अंदर if you meet people in a setting where, like from a real estate point of view, if you are going to a real estate meetup and you are a realtor, it's a really good place to make business connections. If you are going to a first time home buyer conference and you are a realtor or a mortgage agent, it's a really good place, to meet other people who could be your future clients. Same way, if you're an IT person and if you're going to an IT conference and there are people who will get projects, or give projects to you, that's the benefit that you will have. So anything that you are doing, if you're going to networking events, it will benefit you. You just need to make sure to understand what kind of networking event are you doing, are you going to, and what's the ROI that you can actually achieve it. As long as you're clear on that, you'll be fine.
Okay, next question. Does attending Desi events help like Navratri or Gurpurab celebration?
I think so. Yes, you should go to these events because हमारे field वाले लोग भी मिल जाते हैं वहाँ पे. You might just get a job on one of those events. So I would recommend going to these religious events and meeting other people in your community. That would just help you get ahead.
I also feel कि जहाँ पे भी खाना होता है ना, वहाँ पे connection फटाफट बन जाता है.
और फिर ये तो खाने की तो बात करी, खाना बड़ा बेकार है, खाना बड़ा अच्छा है, वेदर बड़ा अच्छा है, तो कोई ना कोई टॉपिक मिल ही जाता है. सो आई थिंक these events are really good. प्लस एक कनेक्शन बन गया ना, आप स्ट्रेंजर्स से मिल रहे हो. आई थिंक I'll just touch upon this. आप स्ट्रेंजर्स से मिल रहे हो वहाँ पे, राइट? बट एक कनेक्शन है of Gurpurab. You are from, you have the same faith. So there's one connection which is important when you are meeting strangers, and that one connection is religion, and that actually just breaks the ice a little. So I think ये भी एक चीज है जो it helps.
Absolutely. Next one. It's a very important question. What are some cultural aspects to consider while approaching someone local?
You mean Canadian, right? So someone who is Canadian. So I have a pretty big Canadian circle now through my job. And I felt that हम ना बहुत ओवर एनालाइज करते हैं इस वाली चीज को. आई थिंक वी नीड टू जस्ट बी ऑथेंटिक एंड वी जस्ट नीड टू बी अस. वी नीड टू टेक अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इन व्हाट दे आर सेइंग एज वेल. Sometimes we just tend to be less of a listener, right? So and that's not to do with Indians or Canadians, or you just need to be a very good listener because they are very good listeners. If you talk to Canadians here, they are very good listeners. And you just need to be authentic. And but the sports वगैरह, जैसे मैं sports नहीं खेलता, right? So मेरे को sports का इतना interest नहीं, cricket का interest है, cricket यहाँ पे इतना होता नहीं, and it's okay. Because there are many Canadians, and that's what I've realized, there are many Canadians who are not that interested in sports, and which is something that I thought सब Canadians sports में interested होते हैं, but ऐसा नहीं है, right? So I think कुछ preconceived हमारे होते हैं, and we just stop ourselves, from networking for this reason. But you just need to be authentic.
What are the costs associated with networking? अब मेरे को जैसे I think the person saying is, we are going to networking, we are having शाम को beers, wine, etc. Sometimes the bill can be really big. So how do you?
I think again, it's about क्या ROI मिलने वाला है. If you are going to an event which costs like $20-25, जैसे हमारे events होते हैं जो $20-25 की cost होती है, and on those events you can actually get a job which is worth $3,000-4,000 because और भी लोग आए हैं वहाँ पे आपकी फील्ड में हो सकते हैं. You might get to meet someone who can actually help you with your business. So there is a massive outcome that you can actually achieve, even 100x, than the cost that is associated with it. But sometimes, you need to meet people in a smaller group, and वहाँ पे थोड़ी महंगी जगह पे जा सकते हो. But again, you just need to decide what the ROI is on that. And मैं friends से networking में ROI नहीं बोल रहा. Friends से networking मजे के लिए होती है, right? वो social circle build करना है. But अगर professional circle build करना है, then you just need to look at, the ROI. But like Simran said, it can be expensive if you are going out with friends even, every week. So you need to just budget and say no at places where you have to say no.
Next question, how to network with non-Indians at workplaces? There are cultural barriers. अब इसका question नवजोत ने ये आंसर कर दिया है, but I really want to add something. So Hong Kong में we used to feel the same thing. There are cultural barriers. I did not understand the language as well. So one Chinese New Year lunch, I took all my colleagues to an Indian restaurant. Like it was
next level. Chinese New Year पे Indian restaurant लेगी Chinese लोग.
So because they were having Chinese every year around, right? The cuisine was the same, but we did something different that year. And it was really nice.
And Devesh जो है ना बंजारा होगी, right? So he does this very well. He just asks people to come to their houses like Canadians and cook Indian food for them. So I think if you do that, a lot of Canadians actually love that, right? So that's another way of breaking that barrier.
Food. Next one. What people should I network with on LinkedIn?
You should network with people who are in your field, period, right? Don't try to network especially if you're trying to get a job or if you're trying to get more business. Just network with people who are in your own field. Again, जैसे मैंने cultural वाले question में, religious वाले question में बोला था, इसमें भी वही वाली चीज़ है. You're reaching out to strangers. It's important that you have one common aspect, and in this case, it will be your field. वहाँ पे religion था, right? So it's very important to find that one connect. So just proactively network with people in your own field.
Next one, how to find good networking events?
I think there's Eventbrite, there's Meetup, there are events happening all year round, कुछ virtual हैं, कुछ in person हैं. So yeah, you'll find that in Eventbrite and Meetup.
Next question, I don't understand the accent of my colleagues and as a result, I don't network much.
I think the important thing here is to watch American cinema and American TV series. And यहाँ पे जो accents होते हैं वो थोड़े से तेज होते हैं, कुछ लोग धीरे बोलते हैं. Plus यहाँ पे accents सिर्फ Canadian नहीं है, right? सिर्फ English accent नहीं है, यहाँ पे French accent भी हैं. So if you watch all these, TV series अलग-अलग, just American drama भी अगर देखोगे या Canadian drama भी अगर देखोगे, you'll just get hang of those accents.
And also, it's not rude to ask someone कि can you explain it again, because हम सब different languages, different accents बोलते हैं, तो ये बहुत होता है. I also want to add कि जब मेरी first job थी हांगकांग में, for 1 month I did not understand my boss's accent. मेरे को words I could pick up and make things कि what is she asking from me, but it's very common and it's okay to feel that. How to get a coach or a mentor?
इस पे मैंने पूरी वीडियो बनाई थी on Grow with Nav, so do go there and watch that video. It would be important, but coach and mentor सिर्फ first interaction में कभी नहीं होता. You have to get comfortable with them. You have to find ways of helping them as well. It's not a one-way street, right? Don't expect anyone to help you and just help you, right? You need to help them as well. So it's very important to have that tuning. तो एकदम से नहीं बनता coach or mentor, but do watch the video. It's a 1 hour video with my coach, and you'll get all your answers there. Grow with Nap वाले channel पे.
When is the next networking event?
हमारा पूरे टॉकीज का, okay.
Yes.
So the next one is in Kitchener, which is on 12th of April. उसकी
Yes.
जो details हैं वो सिमरन शेयर करेगी on पूरे टॉकीज Instagram.
In a few days, not right now.
हाँ, तो अभी सारी बुकिंग्स वगैरह वो सब करानी है. एंड टोरंटो के अंदर उसके बाद करेंगे. एंड इस साल वैंकूवर में भी करेंगे, कैलगरी में भी एक और करेंगे. सो देखते हैं क्या क्या होता है.
I'm excited. Okay, so last question. What to talk about when you reach out to people on LinkedIn, given we just can't, ask directly for help, कि हमें job दे दो.
Yes, you're right. If you're reaching out to strangers, you need to have a very generic, it still needs to be customized, the message, but you don't have to ask for something. You don't have to ask for a job. You just praise them a little. And मैं फर्स्ट जॉब एक्सीलरेटर वाली वर्कशॉप में काफी लंबा ये सेशन होता है जिसके अंदर हम ये डिस्कस करते हैं हाउ टू अप्रोच पीपल ऑन लिंक्डइन विद द मैसेज, क्योंकि हमारे पास लिमिटेड स्पेस होती है. सो उसके अंदर एक चीज होती है कि फॉर इंस्टेंस इफ यू आर रीचिंग आउट टू मी, सो यू से दैट हाय नवजोत, आई हैव बीन फॉलोइंग योर accomplishments as a YouTuber, or I've been following your accomplishments as a mortgage agent or in the research industry, and I really want to follow your path or learn from you. It would be great if we are connected here, right? So if you write this message, it's very precise, it's very pertinent. लोगों को पता है कि क्यों आप reach out कर रहे हो. It's very polite, it's very professional, it's still personalized because you have actually gone through my profile and seen that I'm a YouTuber or I'm a researcher. So ये सब जो aspects होते हैं ना, ये बहुत important होते हैं. अब obviously I don't have enough time here, so if you are interested in understanding how to network for a job on LinkedIn, I would highly recommend that you अभी लास्ट ही रह गया वैसे फर्स्ट जॉब एक्सेलरेटर का, अप्रैल के अंदर आएगा. सो द लिंक इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. देयर इज अ फ्री ई बुक एज वेल, यू कैन एक्चुअली रीड दैट एज वेल. बट इफ यू वांट टू अटेंड यू कैन एक्चुअली बुक द सेशन फॉर अप्रैल फ्रॉम द डिस्क्रिप्शन बिलो. पुश नहीं है, कोई हार्ड पुश नहीं कर रहा मैं किसी चीज़ के लिए. It's just something that I discussed there in detail for almost 1.5 hours.
That's all we have for today. I hope you like this video. Networking के बारे में बहुत सारे aspects हमने cover करे आज, and I hope you become a serial networker.
That's all we have for today.
मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए
bye bye.